There are many reasons for someone to start using NixOS, whether it's the ability to synchronize your setup between multiple machines or easily roll back to a working version of your system. But the thing we all have in common is we all want to create hassle-free systems that are easy to set up and reproduce. And while just using NixOS already gets us almost all the way there, there's still a couple of ways we can further improve your regular NixOS setup. And so today, we are going to use disko declarative disk management tool along with NixOS Impermanence module to set up a system which gets wiped out at root on every startup, only keeping files and directories you declared, allowing you to freely experiment with your system without worrying about program state polluting your drive. It will also force you to declare all settings you want to retain, ensuring that you never forget to include that one file in your configuration, which obviously makes your system easier to reproduce. The only thing you need before we start is either a USB stick with NixOS installer or an installer ISO image loaded into a VM. So without further ado, let's begin. And the first thing we want to do is close the official installer and open a terminal. We'll do everything manually today and most of the commands will require root access. So run sudo su to log in as root user. For our convenience, we can also run nix-shell-p with your preferred text editor to temporarily borrow it from the Nix store. Next thing we want to do is figure out which disk we want to use for the setup. Run lsblk command and as you can see it is VDA for me, but could be SDA or NVMe 0 for you. Now we can download a special disko configuration with this command and check it out with your preferred text editor. This disko.nix file is structured very much like a NixOS module and you will see why in a moment. It defines a function that takes device name as a parameter and then formats it with all of the options defined below. We will eventually pass our disk from lsblk here, but for now let's go through it and see what it actually does. Here we define our regular GPT partition table, which includes partitions for booting with BIOS in DFI, 4GB swap partition, and a root partition which takes the rest of the space. Our root partition is managed with LVM or Logical Volume Manager, and it references a volume group called root VG. This volume group is also defined in this file, and if you scroll down, you'll see that it only contains one volume named root, where we create a Btrfs file system with a bunch of subvolumes. If you don't know, these subvolumes work just like regular directories, but have their very own file trees, allowing us to mount them anywhere we want. Here we are defining a subvolume named root, which will get mounted at root and eventually wiped on every startup. Persist subvolume, which will get mounted at persist directory independently from root. And of course Nix subvolume mounted at Nix store's location. NixOS only needs /nix and /boot directories to successfully construct a working Linux system, and with a setup like this, we can preserve /boot, Nix store and all persistent data, and then nuke root, allowing NixOS to basically heal itself. Now we can close the file and run the following command to format our disk with it. Make sure to pass your disk name with this --arg flag, and afterwards, run lsblk command again to see that our disk got partitioned correctly. These subvolumes are now mounted at /mnt of the installer, and we can run this command to generate configuration.nix and hardware configuration.nix files. Notice that we are using --no file systems flag here, because disko.nix file we just used can also be imported into our configuration as a module. It will handle all file system related options for us, making this setup that much more portable. Let's move it from tmp to all other config files at mnt/etc/nixos, where we can import it at the top of configuration.nix file. But the only problem is, none of the options from it exist in the regular NixOS configuration, so we also need to import disko module itself. We can do it by fetching it from GitHub right here, or an even better way is of course to use a flake. You can make your own flake with required inputs, or run this command to initialize a flake that I made specifically for this video. It includes a bunch of inputs we need, like disko itself, as well as home manager and impermanence, which we can uncomment a bit later. Disko module is now imported at the bottom, as well as its config file, which you can move here or leave in configuration.nix. Just make sure to pass your disk to it. Next thing we want to do is go back to our configuration.nix and include code responsible for wiping our device. It might look complicated, so let's go over it step by step. Here we are defining series of commands that will be run on every startup once all devices are ready to be used. At first, we are creating a temporary directory and mounting our Btrfs file system on it, then making sure that it got mounted correctly and moving root subvolume into old roots with its new name being current time. As you can see, we are actually backing up our old roots here, so even if something goes wrong, you can still revisit them. The only problem is, they will eventually clutter our drive, so next we are defining a function that will delete subvolumes recursively and running it on all root copies that are older than 30 days. After that, we are simply creating a new root subvolume in place of the one we just moved. Since we are now wiping our drive, we also want to define a user with initial password so it won't get deleted with the rest of our system. In future, you could manage its password with subsnix, use hashed password, or just persist it. We haven't implemented impermanence yet, meaning /etc/nixOS will also get deleted. For now, let's back it up in persist and we can move it back once we are finished. In the end, this is how your mnt/etc/nixOS should look like, and you are finally ready to run nixOS install command. Don't forget to adjust your configuration.nix file according to your preference by adding your preferred desktop environment or window manager. Then run the command, wait for it to finish, and restart your system. If everything goes right, you'll be once again put into your preferred desktop environment and ready to continue setting up our system. We could finish our NixOS configuration before installing our system, but I think it's better to do everything gradually, and now is the perfect time to check if everything is working. Let's try to create a test file in the root directory, and after rebooting our system, you will see that it's gone. Perfect, so our next problem is, we are getting rid of some pretty important and harmless state that you'd probably rather keep between reboots. I'm sure you don't want to set up Wi-Fi networks or pair Bluetooth devices every time you turn on your PC. So to address this issue, let's use NixOS Impermanence. Impermanence provides us with amazing NixOS and Home Manager modules that let us choose what files and directories we want to keep between reboots. It specifically requires you to have a root file system that gets wiped out on every reboot, just like the one that we made right now. Enabling impermanence for NixOS is super simple, just open your flake.nix file, include it at the top, and import its module. Let's also enable Home Manager while we're at it, because it also lets us seamlessly persist data in our home directory. Open your configuration.nix, where we now have access to a special option called persistence, which defines files and directories we want to keep. The path at the top specifies a persistent directory where our state will be backed up, and these files and directories down there are just your regular global paths. I will add /etc/nixOS there because I want to move my NixOS configuration there. We also want to enable this needed for boot option for our persistent subvolume because impermanence won't let us boot without being able to mount all of its files and directories. We can now rebuild and restart our system, copy our NixOS configuration to /etc/nixOS and reboot again to see that it stays there even after root gets wiped. Very nice, and now our final, optional, but very useful step is to enable Home Manager Impermanence module. You don't have to do it since NixOS module can also back up your home directories, but configuring Home Manager modules along with their persistent data in the same files is very convenient. Let's enable Home Manager for our user and enable this option because Home Manager Impermanence won't be able to mount its directories without it. Now create a home.nix file and we can simply use persistence option there. Notice that the only difference here is that we are specifying a different backup directory at the top, so two impermanences don't collide with each other. Rebuild your system and just like that your perfect setup is complete. You choose what to keep and all of the garbage polluting your home directory is no more. Just make sure to put your stuff in directories we specified and may your system serve you until your drive fails or beyond. And now I would like to thank the sponsors of this video, specifically Hoskins, P Easy, Aiding Bedponder, Not a Nut, Uni, Xavier, Albert C, Pete 3N, Attila, Stefan Schroeder, Magi00, 0x Mouseless, Mathis, Jaimo, Sivert, Vodrose, Bradley Davis, Uncle Simon, Master How to Learn, Slim5782, Chyborg, Liam Creamers, and of course the people who supported the channel previously. As usual, don't forget to check out our Discord server, leave a like or a comment if you enjoyed this video, or subscribe if you are feeling extra generous. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.